testing a theory based on a UFO video from Unsolved Mysteries, where I believe it was a cop car and some taillights. And the way that they didn't get the engine was by putting some kind of a round dish-like thing in front of the microphone so that it picked up the barking dogs from next door, but not what it was pointed at. And I'm going to just do something to try that out with this first, now. And it's season 5, episode 16, by the way. So I'm going to put the dish in front of the microphone, and it should knock out most, if not all, of that. Let's just see what happens. And then if I'm wrong, nobody will ever see. It was probably recorded with an earlier camcorder, a Vidicon tube model rather than a CCD model, and that's what generates the purple and green lights. And the dish setup, if you're faking that.
Mr. Harrison? Yes. How did you get it here? The secretary must have stepped out. The cop hasn't much time to wait. What do you want? I got a few questions I'd like to ask. We're holding a man by the name of Selkirk for the murder of John P. Adams, the inventor. According to police records, Selkirk was sent to the penitentiary 3 years ago, largely on your testimony.
Yes, he was an officer of this company. Unfortunately, he embezzled a large sum of money, and we had to prosecute.
I know all that, Mr. Harrison. What I really came to find out is what you know about Selkirk's sister.
Sister? Didn't know he had a sister.
He got away with a formula for Adams' invention.
Well, that is news. Looks like that sort of thing must run in the Selkirk family. You can't possibly dispose of it except to a foreign country.
Well, thanks, Mr. Harrison. Sure like to get a line on that girl.
Sorry I can't be of assistance. John Adams was a good friend of mine, and if there's anything I can do to help clear up the case, don't hesitate to call.
Thanks. Yes?
Mr. Harrison, about that sample of flexible steel that you asked me to analyze. Don't bother me with that now, Stephen. I'll see you later.
You remember this next time, you hear me?
He went that way.
You remember this, you remember this, you remember this. Ah! I'd move my head if it wasn't attached. There's too many cooks in this kitchen. I've had to drop all the pots around.
Just a minute, Miss. Oh, Miss Selkirk. So it is you. What were you doing up in Harrison's office?
Well, I wanted to see Mr. Harrison about my brother. His secretary wasn't there, so I started to open the door. I heard what you said to Mr. Harrison and realized you wouldn't believe anything I said after last night.
I'm compelled
Then you're going to tell me the truth about right now. Where's that formula?
I won't tell you that. I won't tell anybody until I talk to my brother.
That can be easily arranged. I'm taking you down to headquarters.
There you are. Say, what's she been up to? Shoplifting?
In a steel mill, you would think of that. Back to headquarters and make it snappy.
Why don't you get...
Here we go again, the return of the babbling dimple truck. Now, back in the Cretaceous period, the dingle truck. was the most ferocious of the dinosaurs, not for its teeth like the T-Rex or for its neck like the Brontosaurus, but because it would consistently bore the other dinosaurs to death with long diatribes of things that would happen in Europe and not anywhere else, so that's the be-all, end-all of all these kinds of things. Thank you for listening to this presentation by the Smithsonian Institute, and stay tuned for our rerun of Blood Puddles of Holland, and followed up by a new presentation of Cantaloupes. Are They Alive or Nah? Narrated by Zachary. That's his name, just Zachary. He's from